Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the playoff opener of this game. So we're going to be playing the Baltimore Dragons, a team that went 10-6, and this is a team we beat before. As you can see here, we held their quarterback to just 215 yards. Very impressive game, but we want to go and make sure their dual running back game, which we did shut down earlier though. We held Jay Stun, their lead back, to 10 carries against 9 yards. And the backup running back only got 9 yards on basically on generally 3 carries. Now to look at basically what we are going up against. We landed fifth in line with the 5th seed. The Buccaneers went ahead and got the top seed because of the double sweep. The Wolves went ahead and pretty much claimed the top spot. Other than that, there's just really much to really report. The Knights went 2-14. The Bandits went 1-15 to get the top pick. So they officially won a sweepstakes that could land them. This could possibly land them a good center if they want to get a good defensive line. I don't think so. Knowing that, they probably won't. Other than that, Dragons went 14-2. Gladiators also went 14-2. Panthers went 13-3. Patriots went 10-6. Thunderbirds went 5-11, which is not accurate. 49ers went 4-12. The Sky Kings, though, and you can see here, the Miners, also a team, went 9-7. You can see, lost some decent teams that went ahead and played up. Sky Kings went 3-13. That's kind of sad. But, hey, shit happens, as I like to say. Well, over than that, like I said, we're the 5th seed. The Rams went 12-4. Milking. Lions went ahead and they went 12-5. The Meat Grinders. I know I put them as a meme team, but when you go 9-7 as the meme team, as basically I was treating you guys like a laughing stock, I gotta give y'all credit. So the Meat Grinders officially, they've done it. They've done it. They went ahead and they avoid being memes. So to this season, you can just see the stats. I looked the stat line. The passing touchdowns end up being Amari Tate of the Dragons. Went ahead, he had a good season. I'll give him that. Leading the league in passing yards. Wasn't us. It went to Kyle Bell of the Gladiators, and he did pretty good. Leading the league in completion percentage actually went to Amari Tate once again. Other than that, it just was a good season. All the quarterbacks started, all them played. And I think lead the league in interceptions, which I have to look, 27, and that's Adrian Rodriguez of the 49ers. Sorry, buddy. Either way, needless to say that, leading the league in touchdowns goes to Kai Andrews of the Buccaneers. He was literally unstoppable. Just when I say it. Dylan Armstrong coming up there. But in the passing, I forgot to mention our boy had and balled out 40 touchdowns against 6 picks, 4,900 yards, was second in the league. But our boy, Mr. Price, the 77 overall, had 19 touchdowns, leading the league in rushing yards. Was once again Andrews. He was just a monster. And get out of the way, freaking screen. But Dylan Armstrong, Michael Malone, and Colin Holland also played pretty good. So Price He also balled out despite being a 77 overall running back. I'll give him that. He played like a contender. Leading the league in touchdowns just so happens to be our boy Ron Myers. And that was a good reason too. 17 receiving touchdowns. I'll take it, bro. Like, I'll take it any day. Leading yards, however, is going to go to Jordan Mosley of the Grizzlies. Leading the league in receptions. Actually, what goes to Corey Douglas, who in his final season as a member of the team, he basically gets it done. Oh yeah, the Lions are actually in the playoffs, so, and luckily they're in the same conference. So I'm not sure if they'll face us, but if they do, they're probably gonna face the team. So good luck to Douglas. But yeah, they're probably gonna see their last games. So the dude went ahead and he basically shown out in his own season. Other than that, leading the league in average yards per catch actually went to a running back, which unofficially was going to be. It was the backup one, Jacob Hunter, who only played in only a few games, but he only went ahead and he caught one catch for 75 yards and a touchdown. Nothing much you can say there. Officially, well, Neil's the wide receiver. It would actually go to the Knights with a 2-14 guy. Carter Palmer also going ahead and secure it up. Other than that, leading the league in tackles goes ahead, and that actually ends up going to Corbin Logan of the Bandits. So I'm kind of surprised by that. Timothy Grant from the Thunderbirds, he went ahead and he played good. Our boy Munoz. Alright, there's Captain Perry, but yes, so I'm telling you, our boy Munoz, he played good. I'll give him that. Leading the league in tackles for loss was Jeffrey Turner of the Nighthawks, I think. I think it said that's them. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Nighthawks. League in sacks, however, will actually be a tie between Paul Singleton of Honolulu and Dallas's Tony McDonald. But we did have three guys in the top spot. Colin Munoz with some sacks. Frederick Palmer with some sacks. And of course, our other guy, Fernando Walton. League in picks ends up being a tie between Nicholas James of the 49ers and Clarence Parker of Dallas. League in forced fumbles actually goes to Archer Vargas of the Bombers. And touchdowns wise, it's just no, we didn't get defensive touchdowns, so boo-hoo. Field goals, because kickers are people too. Well, leading the league in field goals was O'Connor from the Rams. I'm actually kind of surprised here. Leading in 50-yard plus, Jaden Dean actually played it, and he was perfect. He was perfect, actually. Outside of PATs, he literally had the perfect season in field goals. Something that we've seen happen, but ultimately failed off. Leading the league in extra points went ahead and went to our boy Jay Klein. I still have some nightmares with him and growing pains, but either way, he still balled out. Leading the league kickoff return touchdowns is going to Stanley Ford and Jasper Ramirez. Leading the league in kickoff return average ends up going ahead and they went to Jasper Ramirez. Punt return touchdowns, Barnett, Wigian, Larson, Vasquez, and Ford each got a punt return touchdown. But leading the league in punt return average, our boy might not takes the cake. Besides all that, I'll give credit where it's due. The Cowboys went ahead and they played good, but now here comes the ultimate test. We basically are entering tonight's matchup with some problems. I mean, despite the running back issues, we're entering tonight's matchup with a 69 overall wide receiver, who's the only reason why he's there is because Oliver's out for a few weeks, so I guess we'll have to go deal with him. But the one that sucks hard, that's gonna really bite is Michael Maldonado, our defensive tackle. He's out, and he's only out for 4 more games, so generally, if we're doing the math, he's generally out for the rest of the season. So, some of the season-ending injury. But if we do make it back, I think we can get Oliver back in time for the finals. So in the meantime, we just have to go ahead and rock our receivers. This is the game. We're going to go ahead and pretty much make it. So now we're going to go ahead and get this one. So Cowboys vs. Baltimore. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Playlist on. And of course, use the bathroom. You guys can basically generally see silent, but yet accurate stat lines. So yeah, that was basically the game. We went ahead and we won it 37-3. And you can see here, it was a good game. We played the Wolves next, who are the top seed. So now we have, other than that, if you look here, the Bucks had to play the Bombers, Panthers played the Dragons, and the Huskies played the Panthers. But it was a good game. And I'll go ahead and I give my guy this for the stats. Olsen balled out, 20 for 33, 324 yards. He went ahead and he basically had that game that showed me he's still the guy around here. And meanwhile than that, we basically held their passing game in check. 9 for 17, 117 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Which is, I mean, the no picks part, it's kind of sad, but the better part is holding their running game in check, which you held their best running back to 6 carries for 9 yards. Their fullback, I think, or their other running back to 2 carries against 2 yards, and then Shelton had 4 carries, 8 yards. Other than that, they basically struggled on all cylinders. They can only muster up a field goal. I'll give them that. They only were able to go ahead and get only 5 tackles for loss, but we held them clean to 0 sacks. Receiving wise, Myers was a threat. 8 catches for 133 yards and a touchdown. Price did pretty good himself in the running game, 27 for 65. It was just pretty much a somewhat flawless game. We're gonna need a lot of that. So in the end of this, the Cowboys are already a good team. They can show contention. They can get the job done. They can beat the team. But now we're facing off against a even harder team. A team that can go ahead and they have a good running back. They have pretty much what should be somewhat easy, but somewhat hard to do. But as long as we get the job done, I feel we can go ahead and we can make it on to the next round. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time. Saddle up, saddle out. Peace out.